Coming to you live from the Now Media Newsroom.
Well, King Charles took away the title from Prince Andrew and boots him out of the Royal Lodge. Let's listen to this clip here.
We're breaking into that story because we have some breaking news coming to us from Buckingham Palace. They have released a statement saying that His Majesty the King has today initiated a formal process to remove the style, titles and honours of Prince Andrew. Now, this, of course, comes after weeks and weeks of speculation and controversy about Prince Andrew. He relinquished most of his official titles just a week or so ago, but he has kept the title of Prince. We have a statement from Buckingham Palace that hopefully I can bring you in full. It says, His Majesty today initiated a formal process to remove the style, titles and honours of Prince Andrew. Prince Andrew will now be known as Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. His lease on Royal Lodge has to date provided him with legal protection to continue in residence. Formal notice has now been served to surrender the lease, and he will move to alternative private accommodation.
Good. Prince Andrew falling on hard times.
Well, a couple of points I'd make there. First is, this is quite interesting because he continues to deny any sort of dodgy involvement in the Epstein malarkey. He says he had he didn't do anything untoward. And he's also never been convicted, or there's he's not been done in a court. He's not been prosecuted in a court or anything like that. So that's apparently out the window, the presumption of innocence, which I find strange. That suggests that they know more. The royal family know more than maybe is on the, out there in public, which is a little bit disturbing. But then the other thing that I would say is there's another fellow walking around with the title of Prince Harry. And what on earth is he doing still having that title when he's disgraced the royal family and the institution of the monarchy?
Well, he's got a better YouTube channel, I guess, or...
I honestly think that you're not far off. I think they look at Harry and they think, oh, he's still popular in some places. He might actually be a benefit to us somehow. Yeah. Whereas Andrew
is a leper.
Is no benefit to anyone.
He's basically a leper, right? Off to the colonies with you. Off to the colonies with you. Here you go. Here's some Halloween. One of the better Halloween costumes is Trump and Melania there, the two Trumps, I guess, Trump and Trumpette. Handing out candies at the White House there, and a little one showed up dressed as DJT and Melania. Look at this. I think we have a clip here. I guess don't play the music on this, but I mean, it's probably too late already. There you go. That's how you get into the White House. You dress up, eh?
That is weird. Is that supposed to be Baron or something there in front?
I would think that he needed to be taller than the two of them, though.
Yeah, he is taller than them now.
They should have switched that. It should have been mini Trump there. Anyway. And then for Halloween, this lady here is trying to play. She's got more emotion now when she's trying to hawk her book than she ever had, and she's actually speaks a little. Listen to this. This is just absolutely crazy. She's pretending to be the president, I think.
Are you fucking kidding me? This guy wants to create a ballroom for his rich friends while completely turning a blind eye to the fact that babies are going to starve when the SNAP benefits end in just hours from now? Come on. So what? I'm not going to be distracted by, does the guy have a big fucking hammer? What about those babies?
Right.
Are you?
That's good.
I guess that's her telling the youth that she's cool now because she's dropping the old F-bombs.
Yeah, she's...
But really, when I look at that, I just think, she had a good morning in the hotel lobby then. They opened the bar early.
She cracks me up. She honestly does. She cracks me up.
Think about the babies.
She cracks me up. Everybody needs a good laugh. Anyway, because she hasn't done enough, but listen to this. She didn't know that she was going to lose. This is what she believes it was the closest election ever. Listen to this here.
In a state of shock.
Really? Did you think the day before that you were going to win the election?
I did.
Yeah. And so when did the proverbial penny drop?
When I got a call from my campaign manager that it looks like we need 200,000 more votes that we can't find. Meaning it's just the map, the numbers. And the thing I kept saying over and over again, I was in a state of shock. I was so inarticulate, but maybe very articulate. What I kept saying over and over again is, my God, my God, my God.
Really?
Over and I couldn't stop. I haven't felt that emotion, anything similar to the emotion I felt that day and for quite some time, other than the grief I felt when my mother died. I knew what was going to happen to our country. I knew the harm that was going to happen to people. And I knew it. I knew what was going to happen.
Painful.
I think she was trying to muster up some tears there. She was just like trying to come on.
But I would find it very interesting where she said, somebody came out and said, "Oh, we need to find 200,000 votes."
Were they filling them out?
Cast your mind back. Yeah, but cast your mind back. That verb, find, is the basis of the impeachment of Donald Trump.
Exactly.
Because he made that call saying, "I need to find X number of votes."
Yeah.
So funny. And as somebody points out here, it's saying, she said I was inarticulate. She did say inarticulate, but then the second time she said articulate. So she's been, as usual, she's been very inarticulate, which is kind of what she is, even when she's half sober, she appears to be there.
You know what? If she won the election, we would still be in this climate religion, and Mark Carney would be in his glory, because they would be pushing this carbon capture, and they would have nobody pushing against it. Because right now, he's going to have a tough time with this carbon capture, because the Americans aren't doing it, the Indians aren't doing it, the Chinese aren't doing it, like most of Europe now. You know what I mean? Like, who's doing it still?
Brits for the next couple of years.
Yeah,
and Canada. And the
Kier-
Germans a little bit, I think, still.
Well, I mean, they just bought LNG from the Americans, right? And they're not buying green tanks anymore. Remember when they were going to buy green tanks? Green tanks.
It's funny though. Just imagine she did become president, and what would Mark Carney be saying about things like Keystone XL and all pipelines, any sort of industrial, all this infrastructure and industrial expansion? It would just be a completely different tone, wouldn't it, on all of that.
They bet big, and that's why they're the politicians of the past. Anita and Ann, when asked, like, Canada has what the world wants: wind. That should be, if I was Mark Carney at that point, I'd say you need to pack your desk up and get out. Like, wind? How can you say something so absolutely ludicrous to the Canadian public? Like, wind. How is wind what people want from us? Everybody has wind, no? Don't they? I don't know.
But not everybody has wind turbines. That's it. That's the answer.
And the other thing is, wind generates electricity, and it's hard to ship electricity anywhere. Do you know what I mean? Like, how do you ship it anywhere?
Batteries, I suppose. But
or do you say this wind?
We're the world leader in subsidizing batteries, battery projects.
Or do we say the wind originated here in Canada, so if the wind gets over there, you owe us money for that wind?
We're the godfathers of wind.
Evan Solomon's going to say that. It's absolutely lunacy. And then we always like to try to end with some good stuff. Look at this. Starship will build moon base Alpha. You know, this Starship can carry, most of these Apollo missions were carrying, what was it, 3 astronauts max? I think it was 3, right?
Yeah, I think it was 3, yeah.
Starship will carry 100. If Kamala Harris becomes president, can I be one of the 100, please?
Sat next to Katy Perry.
No, Katy Perry. She's
Katy
already been
Perry
an
will be the
astronaut.
pilot.
She's a retired astronaut.
Yeah, she's retired.
Oh my! And then just some more Elon Musk stuff. We're gonna pass it. But here's your Halloween ender here in Halloween in Australia. This is how you deal with when they come and bring you nonsense. This is what you should say when they're trying to pass this budget here. And this is in the hat there is Francois Philippe Champagne delivering the budget in the next video here, and delivering the budget. And here's the Canadian taxpayer reaction to the budget from Francois Philippe Champagne. I think we're going to get it here. Ready? Remember, Champagne's wearing the hat, and you're the taxpayer, and you're in the roux suit.
And the pumpkins, that's your money.
You got to play the
money.
sound with this, though. You got to play the sound. There's no sound. There was sound earlier. There you go. That's what we think of your budget.
Funny.
There you go.
Somebody is saying they're tired of phallic rockets. What other shape should they be? I think they're that shape to break out of the atmosphere.
Aerodynamics?
I don't know. Could make them cubes like the Borg cube.
Well, hey. I imagine what the rocket ship would look like if Evan Solomon and Kamala Harris designed a rocket ship.
That would be a cube, wouldn't it? Yeah, or a pyramid.
She's come out now a couple times now, and I used to like the CEO of Diary. I'm not sure why you had her on. She's flogging a book. She's going around flogging this book. Every second sentence that's in the book, she's trying to sell this book because her career is over. Anyway. You think we should play the clip there with Doug Ford calling up Americans or not?
Well, you love it, don't you? So go on. We've already had
Listen,
one
we fucked up. Yeah, listen.
There you go. That's good. It's Halloween. Somebody's got to do something. Somebody's got to do something. And stop with the nonsense. Stop with the nonsense. Build a pipeline. Build a pipeline. Just say you're going to build a pipeline. That'll help the markets because the Canadian dollar today does not look good with that negative GDP again. Or sorry, CPI, whatever. The negative, the numbers today, the GDP numbers. Not good.
It's not. The economy is not looking hot, as Donald Trump keeps saying about America.
If again, the leading and lagging indicators, we'll leave you this on the weekend because it's our final show of the week. We're back every morning at 9 a.m. It's a little bit different than the CBC. They'll tell you they'll tell you some of the stuff like Trudeau says, the little kids, telling little kids that, about climate change. Why are you spooking little kids, you spooky guy? Spooky guy. Just go right off into the sunset with Katy Perry. Maybe they can both go up on a rocket ship. Anyway.
Launch off into the sunset on a rocket, on a phallic rocket.
It'll be interesting to see. Have we seen anything just before we leave? Has Tim Hodgson announced anything on this this critical minerals? He did an announcement. He was standing at the podium. Is there a press release that's come out on it yet? That what we got?
I don't see a press release, but I can see the press conference.
I see something here that 10 minutes ago he says we're fast-tracking support to Ukraine. I don't know what that has to do with our critical mineral.
Yeah, I can see him in the press conference. There is a Ukrainian flag, and Anita Ananda's there wearing blue and yellow. So I guess it does have something to do with Ukraine.
How does that fix our economy?
So in her remarks, Minister Anand announces that Canada is fast-tracking the remaining $10 million of its $70 million commitment to help Ukraine repair its power grid. And then it says,
in the little summary here, Minister Hodgson also makes an announcement related to critical minerals. So it's mostly about Ukraine by the looks of things.
Well, I mean, according to Mark Carney, when we started this, said he didn't want to front run, that there was going to be a massive announcement on critical minerals investment here in Canada. But where is it? But I do see strengthening long-term energy security by investing another $14 million to advance a clean, chemical-free method of producing battery-grade graphite in Quebec, in collaboration with the Focus Graphite, Ukrainian industry, and American partners. 14 million. Trump standing there announcing trillions of dollars, and here we go with a $14 million announcement on some clean green. Might as well just put that in the garbage can with the rest of it. And I don't know. I was just trying to find it before I let you go here, but I guess, well, we'll find out. We'll have it for you on Monday, if nothing else. But I'm sure it's earth-shattering anyway. When will we get to the carbon capture? When can we get to it so that we can say no? No to the carbon capture and yes to an oil pipeline. Yes to jobs. Yes to an economy. You know, one more thing. I did an interview yesterday with a food bank here locally. And here's a good stat for you. Yes, yesterday, go read it. Since 2019, food bank usage doubled. In Canada. And many of them children. That's what we've done in Canada.
Yeah, surprisingly high proportion, like 20% or something, wasn't it, with kids? Bizarre.
Yeah. You can go watch that interview. I did it with the food bank here. But hey, well, happy Halloween. Drive safe tonight. Drive extra cautious. Drive extra slow. Watch for the little ones that are out there, especially as it gets dark. And don't drink and drive.
It's going to potentially rain as well. So really, really slow.
Don't drink and drive. Don't do it. All right? Until Monday. Cheers. Thanks for watching Now Media.
We don't just report the news. We live here too. We're your neighbors, bringing you stories that matter to all of us. No government funding, no outside influence. Kelowna Now, local, independent. News you can trust.